Hola, Musical Explorers. I'm Juan Gutierrez.
Hola, I'm Julia Gutierrez, and I'm his youngest daughter. I think we look a lot alike.
We play Bomba and Plena of the people of Puerto Rico. We are Los Pleneros de la 21. I was born in Puerto Rico. Growing up, I was surrounded by music, and my father was a music lover, though. And in my house, the radio was always on playing music. Then for my 7th birthday, my father gave me a set of timbales. Then I went on studying music with amazing teachers. I mean amazing. Then I went to the conservatory, and later I came to New York City. In New York City, I felt that I had to find my Puerto Rican roots. I went looking for other people who could play this music. And I formed Los Pleneros de la 21. Here we are, Musical Explorers.
I was born and raised in New York City, like my brother and my sister. And my father started Los Pleneros de la 21 when I was just 8 months old. So Bomba and Plena were basically around me since I was in the crib. And I remember seeing and watching and hearing the musicians and the founders and the elders of Los Pleneros practice every day in our apartment. I remember especially seeing Eugenia Ramos, who was the first dancer of the group. And she allowed us to follow her around and mimic and follow her movements like little chicks do following a mama hen. But it wasn't until I think maybe 8 or 9 years old, a very special performance of the Pleneros, when I remember seeing Roberto Cepeda dance for the very first time. And it was so amazing because he was a big, strong man dancing very strong, but almost as light and gracefully as a ballerina. And I just thought, wow, I want to be exactly like that when I grow up. When we were kids, my brother and sister and I formed part of the Bomba and Plena community workshops of Los Pleneros de la 21. We spent our weekends and sometimes weeknights learning how to drum, how to sing, how to dance, and for performances we had to iron our skirts, our clothes. It was a lot of work when sometimes I just wanted to play with my friends. But it all worked off because when I was about 10 or 11 years old, we were actually able to go to Sesame Street and film an episode. And it was a really special moment that they picked us up in limousines. I had a special dress made for me, but I was able to do it and my sister wasn't. So I kind of used that to kind of tease her a little bit. It was so much fun.
Julia went to college back in Puerto Rico, and for a while she didn't play with Los Pleneros de la 21. When she returned to New York, I felt that she was ready. So she joined the group, and it just happened. We had younger generations with elders, with musicians playing the music that we always loved.
Bomba and Plena is traditional music from Puerto Rico. It is our soul food. So it is food for our soul, for our hearts, and not so much for our bellies. Bomba and Plena, you can consider it then, is like the rice and the beans that we eat almost every day in Puerto Rico. Bomba is the rice. It's about 400 to 500 years old, and it comes from our ancestors that were slaves in Puerto Rico. And it consists of drumming, singing, and dancing that is very, very special.
La Plena is the beans, and it was born out of bomba, but generations later. It was practiced among black people and Creoles, and it was about everyday things for them. Everything that happened, they put it into songs. It was like the musical newspaper, but it was beyond that. It was about what they felt, happiness, sometimes sorrow. It's thought to be the soul of Puerto Rican people. That's La Plena.
So, bomba's like the rice, plena's like the beans. You can eat rice by itself, you can have beans by themselves, but we think they taste so much better if you put them on the same plate. That's why we play both bomba and plena.
We do Bomba and Plena because I feel that it's very important to express ourselves as Puerto Ricans. This is our identity. We express and we embrace as our soul, as our spirit.
And I do Bomba and Plena for all the reasons that he said, but also because it's a gift that he gave to me, a very special gift. And gifts are so much better when we can share it with as many people as possible. So we hope you enjoyed receiving this gift from us to you. Have fun.